You in here? Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a key mask, emotion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a key mask, emotion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up.
Welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show. I am your host, Mr. Ashby. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Let me check something and see if y'all can hear me. Give me 1 second. Okay, because I don't see my avatar up there. That's why I was wondering if you guys could hear me. But I guess you can. I need to drink some juice. I'm over here. I'm over here. Man, sound like Michigan J. Frost. Y'all don't know. If I don't drink nothing, boy, I be in here sounding like the WWWB. My voice be all ashy and scratchy and carrying on. But listen, guys, what I'm trying to talk about, I wanted Irma Rivera was coming today to do our show, right? But I think I caught her a little last minute because I needed a picture to verify with the radio station, but I didn't get her in time enough, right? And we were coming in to talk about all the stuff going on with all the, the hating from the, the Spanish, the Haitian, and everybody community trying to get the black people to come out and march and do all this stuff, right? Um, because me and Irma's actually my son's godmother, and we've been friends for a long time. And she has a lot of background information, not just from she and I being, mothers together, single moms, and helping each other raise our children until, we went to college together, and our family is intertwined in love, not in family but in love. And so we were coming on to talk about that um aesthetic of the black and brown relationship, but we were also going to talk about the prejudices within the community, because she can give it to you guys from the Latin King side, and I can give it to y'all from the hood side because I grew up with him, and I knew the difference between who was real and who wasn't when it came to the Hispanic folks. So me and her gonna put that together for next time, and we'll be back with you. Hey, JJ Jamie. But for the most part, I want to talk about Puffy and this verdict. I'm not going to be on here long because I've already made this point, and I've stated this point several times already. I've let everybody know what was going on in this sting operation because I saw right through it. It was a sting operation. It never was about racketeering and all this other stuff. It was a hit piece. And I've told y'all this over and over, especially people in the hood. If people in the hood ain't hip to this movement yet, something wrong. See, what happened is that they could let Puffy go now because Doge came in, and Doge kind of settled up on the bill money, and then some other people came in from different areas of the world and they started investing. So that helped Donald Trump not hit Puff, or the system. I'll say the system. I can't say Trump because you know, but it helped the system not take Puff down because they no longer needed his money like that. But they were going for that 400 million, and they were going for Tyler's billion, and they was going for Jay's billions, just like they were going for Byron Allen's billions. Um, Bill Cosby, nasty pervert ass. They were going for his money. Let me, y'all. I'm trying to drink something, y'all. I'm getting there. I made some juice. I made some good juice too, y'all. I made some cherry juice. Oh, it is crazy. But anyway, anytime I went to school for criminal law, so I don't look at these things as a personal thing when we're dealing with, stuff like immigration and those type of things. I see it more as um ratification. I'll say that, ratifying, or ratification. And the reason why I say it is because, for one thing to add up, something has to come out of that. It's just like a budget, and America is on a budget, right? And there's some overdraft spending going on here, over here in Puffy's department. So we need all that overdraft. We need all that money right there. We need that back because he's not doing what we have as a government allowed him to come out here and do. We've given him the possibilities, and we have them all on tape. We have them all on tape. Martin Luther King. We have Malcolm X. We have all the great leaders on tape. We know exactly what they do. And then later on, they show it to you at the White House that they got all that shit on tape. They know exactly what everybody do. And so they always knew who Puffy was. The president himself said, yeah, he and I used to be good friends. I don't know what happened since I become the president. It's like, everybody's disowned me. Be really tight because he used to be tight with the black community, but when he became president, the black community turned on him. Not everybody, but some people did. And Donald Trump, I remember Donald Trump from a little kid. Because Donald Trump went to school right up at Nema, right up the block from where I grew up at. I grew up by West Point, so he grew up right there too. And so I'm listening to some of this stuff take place with Puffy, and I'm not understanding a lot of things. And I know that a lot of women are angry about it because, when we've been hurt, like, when anytime we've been assaulted in any kind of way by a man, we take it personal and we stay in that hurt for a long time. But I'm a woman that have been sexually assaulted many times, and a woman of forgiveness, though. I've been able to forgive that and not hold me in that torture, so that when I look back at other people out there and they're in the process of going through it, I can look through a clear visioned eye and not just an eye of hurting. And a lot of women don't have that ability. So when I seen this going on with Puff, but see, Puff put it on himself, and I'm gonna tell you what happened that caused all this to really go down. It was him picking with Cassie at that award show. When, I don't know if y'all remember when Young Miami had the sign "Go Poppy" up, and she was over there talking about Cassie. He was still picking with Cassie, even after she was over there, that went on with her life and stuff. And he knew that by having Young Miami, young pretty old black girl, was gonna make Cassie real jealous, because once they cross over, a lot of times, black men from black women to other women, the other women don't like when they go back. They catch a real bad attitude. It's like, our men is not supposed to love us anymore once they love them. It's like, why you looking at that bitch? Or, what this, and that's when you start hearing the black men start calling their own women this black bitch, or this, you start hearing the black men, they start coming out of their mouth, but it's not literally from them. It's being fed into them anytime they look back at their own woman. It. And I'm gonna show you what I mean. Y'all test it. And I'm only saying that from witnessing it, from being amongst it, from being around it. And it's more so, Not with the Latin women, but more so with the Caucasian women. They do not want a black man to look back at a black woman once they're with them. They don't. And so, when I seen Young Miami playing them games, go Poppy. You seen Gina Gwen went right the hell off the deep end. As soon as she seen Young Miami in the picture, she went off the deep end. She started battling Young Miami for Diddy, who was never doing her right in the first place. But Puffy put himself in that because he was being petty. He was picking. And in him picking, this is what he got himself. This is what it turns into. And a lot of times, and it wasn't Cassie that turned him in. This was her husband that did this to Puffy. This wasn't Cassie. Cassie got up there on the stand and told the truth. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but Cassie got on the stand and told the truth. She didn't waste any time. She didn't hesitate. She didn't play it off. She got up there. She told her part. She told his part. She didn't lie on anybody. She just kept on, telling what it was. And so when I'm telling people to look at it from a clear vision, not through hurt, not women who are hurt trying to, get mad and be mad at Puffy did this to a woman and all that. That woman was over there down too, though. She was with it. I'm gonna tell y'all a real funny story. When I was younger, I used to keep trying to save my cousin. She was doing all kind of stuff, outlandish stuff. And I kept trying to go get her. She was young too. Like, she was taking me to old men houses when she was 13. And her mom kept trying to tell me, nah, she ain't who you think she is. You thinking she's somebody else. You thinking she's somebody else. And I did. I thought she was somebody else. I really did. And I kept trying to save her and save her and save her until one day I seen her was like 13 or 14. She was like 14 then. And I just happened to be walking to the store one day and I said, well, where you going? I wanted to try and puff with her or something like, where you going? She said, I got to go this way, cuz. I said, well, what's over that way? She said, well, I'm doing something. I said, okay, well, let me go, because I'm just trying to smoke with her. I ain't trying to do nothing but, light up something with her. So I'm trying to figure out why is she speeding at this rate and why you can't slow down and talk to me. So as I get ready to, let her go, she says to me, where I'm going, you can't go, cuz. I'm like 17, almost 18 years old. This girl 14 telling me where she's going, I can't go. I looked at her, I said, well, bitch, if I can't go, you not supposed to be there. But instead, I just let her go on about her business. Come to find out, she was hiding in the Jamaican bar in the vault smoking crack at 14 and getting laid all the way out by the fellas. And liking it too. Where I would think that she wouldn't like it, she really did like it, because even after I helped her get off the drug, she told me she liked smoking crack. After I had put 10, 15 years into her. She says she liked smoking crack. She liked the taste of it. I never bothered again after that. I never bothered again after that. She says she was bored sober. She couldn't get into all the stuff that she used to get into when she was high. That's what she told me. I never bothered again. Once she told me she liked it, I never bothered her again. And this is what, people have to come to understand about this situation with Puffy and Cassie. It's some things that she liked in there. That's why she kept doing it. So that's why I always was praying for Puff, because Puff a nasty dude. And he not really a bad dude. He's just a nasty dude. I couldn't figure out where they were saying he was gay. I was like, well, in all these um conversations from Gene Deal on the Vlad and everybody, all this stuff, and all y'all got out of him was prostitution. Like all y'all seen was a nasty dude. Everybody done got up on every platform that snitched on this man and did all kind of stuff. Ain't nobody get them kids back but Kanye. I'm real disappointed in the black community and the hip hop community because nobody stood by him but Ye with his kids. Somebody, and then they talk junk about Kanye standing by the man kids. I was over here fucked up. I was like, oh my God, me a poor ass bitch. I bet not ever get in no trouble. My kids is in trouble. I was like, oh my God. So I've been watching this stuff go down with Puff and not really understanding what is it that he did, but be a nasty dude. I ain't see nobody the music stuff come to light. Everybody was talking shit online about he done did a bad music deal and Puff done did this and Puff. I ain't seen none of it yet. I'm trying to figure out, well, what did he do? Cause ain't nobody brought it to attention yet. Everybody jumped up there on every channel. Ain't nobody jump up on that stand, no. Cause what happens? You got to prove it. And then you got to prove step by step. Not only is be um questioning, but there's going to be redirect as well because the prosecution has its time as well. And so I'm kind of laughing at how everybody backed down and backed out of that, and I'm over here cracking up like, yo, y'all wild though. Like y'all did all this to Puff about Young Miami, because that's what it looked like to me. Because y'all know when jealous dudes will set you up. Puff was flaunting Young Miami. He wasn't flaunting none of the rest of them. He did flaunt Young Miami harder than he did Cassie. I'm just saying some stuff. I'm just saying. So I have been praying for this man the whole time. Like if he was as devious as he everybody said he was, why didn't Albie Shore jump up there and say, well, I think he, because that would have been defamation because there ain't no proof of that. Even when the woman came out during the time and put the book out, the kids refuted the book and took the book back. No, you're not finna do that to my dad. No, you're not. Like they mommy already gone, and now you trying to throw a book at that they didn't approve of, nor did they write. You trying to throw this book at their father, who fighting for his life and theirs, because without their dad and their mom, they gonna have a hard time. But so you throw a book at them wild hand. That was dirty. So I thank Kanye for jumping out there and standing and riding like that, because a lot of y'all turned on Ye too, the same way. And so I get Ye too. Now, let's get a little deeper into this. And y'all only gonna hear this with me first. And I'm always telling y'all this. I'm always saying the same thing over and over, over and over. There was something that happened, right? There was something that happened. It was called a Grammy. Oh man, I just seen the judge that denied Diddy's bail. Lord Jesus, it's one of them. Anyway, so what happened was, and I don't think nobody know it, but people in the music community do know. And what we noticed and what we saw was um Diddy going through his own little changes with Burna Boy. I don't know if y'all remember that. But Diddy was going through his own changes with Burna Boy. And they hooked up, and I believe it was with, and I'm probably gonna say the name wrong, but his name is, I believe, Smed. Uh 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 Homeboy wanted to be Homeboy wanted to be a Grammy winner. See, okay. Now see, praise God. Lord help us in the name of Jesus. Let us make it through this stream as smooth as possible, that we may be able to express this and send this out into the universe in a positive way, in an understanding way, that people may understand it in its wholeness and not in bits and pieces. By the power of Jesus Christ, I pray, Lord. Thank you. Amen. Amen. Okay, now I'm going to try this again. There was a situation that took place with Diddy. If you guys remember, and I'm telling you guys from the inside and not from the outside, from the record company side and not from the exterior side looking out. So I'm going to tell y'all, there was a situation that took place with Burna Boy and Diddy. I tried to express it when I forget what that baby girl's name is over there on YouTube had started mentioning it. But I tried to express it to her like, nah, that's not what's going on. Y'all adding shit on to it. Cause what happened is that uh Burna Boy, they wanted to break into the American Grammy stream side. They wanted to break into the American music side. All right, the Africans. I'm gonna just say it like that. And so Puffy was helping Burna Boy on this side. And then they were coming from every angle. I don't know if you noticed, but they put Shabuzi over there in the country music. He's Nigerian. Burna Boy over here on the hip hop side and the reggaeton side, the reggae side. He's Nigerian. They put Tim's over there in the R&B side. She's Nigerian. I keep trying to say to y'all, they keep trying to come for us from every angle, but y'all are not listening because y'all keep looking at the Jews, but you're not looking at the enemy within our own camp. We got an enemy right in our own camp that's trying to take us down. So Smed and Puffy don't do it like that. That was Burna Boy and Puffy that do it like that. Burner got a little thing in him. He got that thing in him. Everybody know he got that thing in him. Y'all keep walking and watching him walk around doing the same abuse and the abuse that he do to women, that he been doing to women, just like every other dude that got that thing in him, including Mr. Rhymes over there, who cousin came and told us that he was out there. Tell Buster go check his cousin. His cousin told us he was gay. God, forgive me. Watch my language. Forgive me, Lord. Watch my language. So, allegedly. That was the truth, but I'm going to say allegedly. So there's, when you watch these dudes and how they moving about, they not really into women like that. They don't like women. They like sex. Puffy actually like women. Donald Trump actually like women. And the reason why I'm explaining it to you this way, when y'all will probably retort and say all kind of stuff like, no, but they've been touching on women, doing all kind of stuff to women. They've been doing this and that. And this is what I'm going to say to you all. Those kind of men who like women usually do all that. They want to feel, they want to smell, they want a handful of ass or titty or something. They want stuff. Men who actually like women, that's how they behave. They're going to touch something, grab something, smell something. They want to smell the chair. These niggas will smell your butt getting out the car. Cause that's how men who like women behave. They're sexual when it comes to women. Men who don't like women want to fight women like Funky Dineva and this the other fat chick. What's her? What the fat dude? What's her name? Madison. Madison. They don't like women. That's why they always trying to fight women. But because women have gotten so caught up and locked up in hurt, we get hurt. And when we get hurt, we go off. We start getting crazy and wild for the night. Start taking it out on people and everybody. Everybody hurt us. Everybody didn't hurt us. You got to be specific. It was this person that hurt you. You got to be specific. Because if not, then you're going to take that out on the whole entire world. Can't do that. And that's what a lot of you ladies are doing. You've been hurt by one man and you're taking it out on the entire world. And then when people try to break it down for you, I'm a woman that's been through the same thing as you. And when I try to break it down to you, instead of you understanding where I'm coming from the woman's angle, you call people like me pick me's and choose me's and all. So well, what the fuck? Like, I ain't no pick me. Like, pick me to do what? I do the choosing. I choose. Like, y'all have to stop attacking and pay attention. This was a hit piece on Puffy because he would not agree to whoever was over there trying to make him push them Africans. And they pulled out of that alcohol deal, and Puff pulled out the alcohol deal. He said, I could do it myself. I got enough money to do it myself. And so they snatched the paper from him real quick. Okay, well, we're going to lock you up. What kind of money you got now? We're going to put a hold on your money. What kind? They trying to make him subservient to him, to them. Y'all not paying attention. This is the old slave whip breakdown that he going through. This is the slave whip that Puffy is going through. He's taking a whipping. You know, like somebody beat you. Oh, you was a bad little kid. That's what's happening right now. Oh, you was a bad little kid. I see you. I'ma get you. And you be looking at him like, get who? Can't get nobody. So that's all y'all are seeing right now when it comes to Puffy. Y'all not seeing anything less than what's actually taking place. And what's taking place is that he's in the process of getting shaken down. This is a shakedown. They were going after everybody. They were going after everybody. Not just Puff, Tyler, everybody. They was gonna hit everybody. All the black millionaires and billionaires. And the reason why they got to hit the black millionaires and billionaires because the plan that they had for us, which was to be removed, wait a minute. I'm doubling up, y'all. I'm sorry. What they did, the plan that they had for us, it backfired. They had plans on doing all kind of stuff to us, but see what happened is that we delineated right on time. Tariq and them came right on time, and that's what y'all don't realize as black people. Tariq and them came right on time. They delineated. And they made things a little different. Now the government have to look at piece by piece, person by person. It can't just be a black thing now. It can't just be us, it has to be person by person, the same way that they set other people up. This is the way that they're setting us up, Tariq and them, for us to be able to be recognized as ourselves, as our own entity. Like, nah, that wasn't us. That was them over there. See, because up until then, the people have been making it seem like We all in this together. We never been all in this together. They always been for themselves. It was never in this together. If y'all notice, everybody else was getting ahead but us. Why is that? Why is that? I keep asking that. Well, why is that? Why everybody else getting ahead? They jumping on top of our head, on top of our money, on top of our resources, on top of our abilities. They no longer even running in Jamaica. They come all the way to America to run in our race. They don't even want to run for Jamaica. They don't even want to run for England and Africa and all the places they at. They want to come over here and run for us and claim our victory and American victory as their own for their country. That's how conniving the people outside America have gotten at this point. To where they'll come over using American name, get a come up on America, and won't even use America as their place of residence where they got that come up at. They'll totally disregard America as that place of come up. And it just so happened that Tariq and them called up to him. And that's what I told him. And when I tell him, I told Tariq, you guys, they're like the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. If you ever watched the Invasion of the Body Snatchers movie, that's what it looked like to me with the illegals and the immigrants that come in. They're like the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They come in, they don't have no plan for nobody. They're gonna take over. They're gonna move around how they want to. They're gonna talk junk to you and keep right on moving. And so what happened is that the Black Americans have figured out the way that the immigrants are moving on America. We figured that out before the white people did. The white people are figuring it out though. White people ain't that slow behind us. And I got to be honest. And I've been watching them. They're not that slow behind us. Because the white people figured it out right behind us. Even though it's cheaper labor for them, what they figured out is that these people don't have our best interest at heart. Puffy figured that junk out. I'm telling y'all, that's why Puffy got hit. Because Puffy figured it out. Puffy figured it out before everybody else. Y'all know he's slick like okra. Puffy was like, oh, shoot, they trying to make a hit on me. So when they sent in to come for the Grammys, they was coming to do a hit on us, y'all. They're trying to take over hip hop with Afro beats. They was doing hip. They trying to do a hit on us, y'all, with the R&B. And I'm telling y'all this from the music side so that y'all can understand what's really taking place. It had nothing to do with Puffy. Y'all see that whole trial. Y'all ain't see nothing but a nasty dude looking at some tail get ran up in. All them things that they said, ain't none of that come out. Like that would have been the perfect time for everything to come out. If he did it, that would have been the perfect time. Why ain't nobody said nothing? Because it wasn't real. It was a shakedown. Same way they do in the hood. Y'all know how the jump out boys come and pat your pocket down, take your money, flip it, and put it in their pocket like you ain't never even had that money. They gonna leave you with the work, but they gonna take the money though. You feel me? They gonna leave you with the works though, so that they can come out and jump back out on you again, because now you got to make that money up again. You feel me? But they gonna fold what you already made, and they gonna take that with them on the way going. The jump out boys have always worked this way, and they're still working like that. People just hiring them to hunt us now. People hiring them to do us in, and they grabbing people off the sideline that they got information on, like they got information on everybody else in the black community. Cause they got anybody affiliated with the black community. Trust me, they got information on them too, on where they whereabouts and what they doing and how they be doing too. So while they were marking Puff and somebody hiring, we gonna get a squad against you and do all this other stuff. None of that stuff. In all that testimony, Puffy ain't have no. Where was he guilty in any of that except dragging a bitch? I mean, honestly, just being honest. Baby oil? They confiscated baby oil and made a big deal out of some baby oil. Well, what the fuck? No, this wasn't that, y'all. This was that Twila. This was that Twila, Burner Boy, Thames shakedown that they was trying to do to Puffy because Puffy wouldn't let them take over the Grammys. That's why Puffy got stripped of his Grammy stuff over there. They took him down off the Grammy board, if y'all remember, because Puff had the say for Burner Boy, and he told Burner Boy no. And Burner Boy had a whole black Nigerian fit and ran to and fro to take Puffy down. Just like they do now, y'all. They keep doing that. They keep doing that. Every time we tell these Africans no, they run to and fro trying to take the black American down. The Jamaicans used to be like that when they first got into America. They calmed down a little bit over the years because we went to romping them across their head. They talking about them can romp. We went to romping with them and busting them clots, them bud clot. And the Jamaicans calmed that shit down. But the Africans was a little wilder and a little bolder. And so we got to get at them a whole different kind of way. So the way that Tariq is coming about this, he's coming about this correctly. Because y'all just seen him do Puffy all the way in. Watch when y'all see the background of Puff and y'all gonna say, oh man, she was right the whole time. She told us the truth. I was telling y'all from the beginning. When I first seen it go down, I knew what happened. Puffy said no. And when Puffy said no, all hell broke loose on him from Burner Boy and Tim's and them side. That's my word. Allegedly. But I'm telling y'all what happened. Puff caught the wrath because he would not let the Africans jump over us in the Grammys. He was trying to keep the Grammys Americanized. For real. Look into it. If y'all think I'm lying, look into it. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you something that y'all probably don't even know about, but I'm telling you. Go back a couple years when Burna Boy was supposed to win that Grammy a couple years back. That was like a couple years before Tim's, or like the year after Tim's had won. That's the year. And see how it play out from there. And I'm telling y'all. And then all of a sudden, once they started attacking Puff and Puff got off the Grammy board, out popped Akon and the Black Americans, and then Burna Boy went behind him and said the Black Americans, and then Kai Cenat followed suit and said the Black Americans. They went to, and then Lil Twila said, "I'm not black, I'm colored." Like she went to bobbing and widen her neck and shit. And Tim's was like, I don't even deal with Black America. I was like, word, this is the stuff that y'all are not paying attention to out in Black America. The record company is trying to get at you because we no longer want to take boots to the ass as payment, and the other people who want them crumbs, because even the dogs sit at the edge of the table when the crumbs fall down. The word of God teach us this. Even the dog sits at the edge of the table when the crumbs fall down. Y'all just got to pay attention. You're not paying attention hard enough. They sitting at the edge of our table waiting for crumbs to fall down. And if you feed a dog a couple times and he get full, he going to get full enough to bite your ass. And that's what they doing right now. So Puff is catching a wrath for saying no. And a lot of Black Americans are catching a wrath for saying no. We said no. We do not want to march. We do not want to. This is not our fight. We don't have anything to do with illegality. We did not break a rule. We did not come here illegally. We are not immigrants, and we do not want to get out there. Listen to all the people coming at us right now because we said no. When we was enslaved, we said no and got beat damn near half to death. I've noticed that my whole life, that if I say no, once I have served the population to the best of my ability, when I turn around and say no to them motherfuckers, they want to fucking hurt me. I had to leave my whole town because I said no, I don't want to, and they turn around and fucking hurt me. And they was also immigrants. A lot of them that was attacking me was immigrants. Because I said, no, I don't want to serve you anymore. And it wasn't so much serving them, it's serving with you. I'm trying to show you how to do it so that you can do it on your own. They don't want that from us. They want us to do it for them. Pet slave. You do it for the white man. You could do it for us too. Because we come over here and we bigger and better than. How the fuck is you better than me and you underneath me? You got to be kidding me. Oh, I must just step right on your head. I going to step on your head and I going to make bigger than you. Because I going to step on your head to get to where I know the fuck you not. And that's all Puffy told him. No, the fuck you not. Ass down somewhere. And this is what the outcome was for him. And then the feds pull all these scare tactics and all this old silly shit so that, nobody want to approach the situation or run up on it or find out what's going on. Jay-Z got to duck back because it's going to cost him and Bay too much. Nas can't say nothing because his hands tied up in too much. You get what I'm saying? But they came out fly, though. They came out with the casino. That's fly. That's like some Indian reservation shit there. Y'all go ahead. I'm proud of that. That was fly. But I'm just trying to tell you how the game runs so that y'all understand how the game run. It ain't no one-way, two-way street. It's all way, man. The game run all across the board. Up ways, down ways, south by southwest over that way, to the corner, to the left, it go all kind of ways. And if y'all start to recognize and pay attention to the game, you'll understand what happened to Puffy. Y'all just watch the whole court case go down with this man, and all we figured out was that this nigga nasty. That's it. We ain't seen him buy no ism. We ain't seen him, we seen something up in, but probably something pink that he put in his head that he bought from somebody, but we ain't seen him distribute nothing to nobody. We ain't got no narcotics case on him. We ain't got no sexual assault case for him. We got none of that. None of that. The only thing that the court could come up with in 8 weeks was the nigga is nasty. That's to let y'all know that this is something different. This is a shakedown. This was a takedown of Puffy. Now watch they try to put somebody else of a migrant background in Puffy's place in these boards, because that was the whole goal anyway. It's all a goal to try to rob the Black American from the land of America, knowing that this is our land. And it's written down. Everybody know it. You can read it. You can ask Google. You can ask anybody. Ask Grok. Ask Chat. Ask anybody, anything. Any historian will tell you. Puffy ain't African. Puffy is Native American. Look at Puffy's face. Puffy got a square head. He got those flat sides on there. And then he has the same eye. Our Indian Native American people have a drop down here around their eye, and our cheekbones come right up underneath our eye, and our nose has a certain distinction when it comes to it. Our jawline, our cheekbones and eye structure, and the flat square forehead. That's how you can always tell a Native American. Africans don't look like us. They have fat cheeks at the bottom. They don't have cheeks at the top like ours do. We have high cheekbones that go up underneath our eyes, and we have a more sunken eye than Africans do. They have a more puffier face than we do. Their face is more pronounced. It's like They have fuller cheek, fuller cheeks, like chipmunk cheeks. You know how people have those little chipmunk cheeks, and they have fuller cheeks on the side. So their framework structure is not like the Native American Indian, the indigenous Black Americans. But if you look at every picture, almost except for the white native, you'll see what I'm saying. Y'all got AI right now. Take this picture of Puffy that I got right here, put a headdress on it, and then compare it to a Native American. And believe me when I tell you, you're going to find the same dude. This is what we keep trying to tell everybody else in the world. No, we was here already. We attested we was here already. We didn't come here. We was here already. Y'all came in here and landed on us. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock, landed on us. And then you keep telling us we not who we are because you want to be who we are so bad. And we keep telling y'all we not African American. That was Jesse Jackson's bullshit. We didn't come up with that. And he ain't come, that was like 1989, 1990, 1988 when he came up with that. For 300, 400 years, we was not Africans. We wasn't called African. So we trying to figure out, like, why is it that y'all so angry? Because it's like you want to incorporate so bad, but not incorporate to share. You want to incorporate to take from us, while we share with you. And this has been an ongoing situation with the American dynamics with the indigenous people since y'all got here. We've been sharing with y'all, and y'all, all you know how to do is take. Everybody that come to the land, all y'all know how to do is take until you break a fucking place. All of y'all, everybody that has come to our land, the Americas, have done nothing but take. You've taken from your own land. You brutalize, you hurt, you kill, you fuck up. Y'all came to a land of peaceful people. We welcomed you in, just like we welcomed in the white folk. We welcomed in the pilgrims. We welcomed in everybody. People were starving. We fed them. We made sure everybody's straight. What y'all do? Every time you get full, you bite us like one of them rabid ass dogs. You raise up like a wild wolf. And then eventually we got to put y'all down like a scarecrow. And then everybody mad with the Black American. You bad Black Americans because we have the ability to put your ass down. And that's the only reason why you angry with us. It don't have nothing to do with what we do. We ain't do nothing to y'all. All we said was no. Stop that shit. And everybody was in an uproar. I'm like, okay, well, if y'all can't accept no, then how about we just go ahead and delineate? That's what we gonna do. We just gonna delineate and leave y'all over there, and we good. Y'all good, we good. And now that's called xenophobic, and every name that you could think of to come up with. Now you're swinging that air and all kind of shit. We over here blocking stuff like Jackie Chan and Jet Li. I mean, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Go ahead with that. Anybody got time for that bullshit? We just pow, pow, pow. We Shaolin 13 chamber on y'all ass right now. Y'all don't know what to do with the Black American. And it's hilarious as hell. But all you had to do was behave yourself, yo. You can come in my house acting bad behave. And I done said this a couple times. I said this on the stream before this. Don't come in my house acting bad behave, man. And now Mr. Trump over there, he's spanking y'all like them bad wayward children, like y'all here from the reformatory. You know, them kind of kids you let visit, they want to come in, open up the refrigerator 1,000 times, or come in, put your best shirt on and do all kind of stuff just to play outside in the mud. And they gonna do everything disrespectful to your house. and then look at you and say, you can't put me out. Where I'ma go? You're gonna go back home to your mama house where the fuck you come from. For real. Go let her deal with your bad ass because we tired of dealing with you. That's where America is at. And so anybody that saw this shakedown with Puffy, that wasn't what it was. That's not what it was. It was a takedown. It was a foreign takedown. And it didn't work. It's some people scrambling tonight, y'all. Believe that. And poor Diddy got a foreign judge over there over him. He needs to get him removed off of the case. In order to get a fair shake from here on out, Diddy's gonna have to get the judge removed off the case, because as soon as they dropped all those charges and he was only there for certain things, he was supposed to have a bail and out that door this afternoon. This is a shakedown. There's no way that man should still be in the jail, especially coming from the criminal law side of this. When I look at it from the criminal law side, there's no way that man should still be in the jail. The man shouldn't have been in the jail this long because there was nothing there for him to have to run from. What was he running from? He was a flight risk to who? His children? He got children. Man, y'all got to stop all these games out here in the world. But we see y'all. Believe me, the white people see y'all and the black people see y'all. Even though the Hatfields and the McCoys are still fighting with each other, we'll team up to fight with the rest of y'all. I don't think we won't, because in the long run, this is America. And we're Americans and we stick together regardless of anything. Like y'all see us fighting each other in the Civil War and fighting everybody else in World War I and World War II. I'm just saying. So don't think we ain't gonna double up on y'all, because we will, and then we're gonna go back to fighting with each other after we have eradicated y'all. That's just how America works. That's real. So I would think that some of y'all will really take a look into some of the immigration things and what's really going on, and why Donald Trump and everybody is just in an uproar. And I think that a lot of you guys should really look deeply into it and understand why we're asking people to go home, because you have no respect. We have allowed you into the culture, into our lifestyle, into everything that we have. Like we have running water, we have toilets, we have everything possible for a person to be good in the Americas. And it's still not appreciated, and all these other countries don't have these things. They don't have, running water and showers and stuff. They don't have the things that we actually have in a first world country. And so to see that you go from third world to first world on somebody else's back and you're not appreciative of that, it's time to put you back down. You got to go back to where you come from, try it again, and then maybe you'll be more appreciative of it after your feet be dirty a little while, So that's all I'm going to say on this subject. Puff, congratulations. I've said it to you several times over and over everybody's platform, because, I don't think that you should have been in this long, and I know why they did this to you, and I watched them do it to a couple people. They couldn't get you. They couldn't get Byron Allen. They didn't get Jay-Z. Praise the Lord. They didn't get Jay. They was trying, though. And now they on to Tyler. So, bro, when you get out, keep your nose clean. Keep it moving. All right. I'm out.
Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speed up. Anonymous activity.